Good evening and welcome to the grand final of season 2 of the ASOL. This should be a good one tonight. We've just been chatting off air about the form that Time Wasters are on at the moment and the suspensions and things that are affecting both teams. First of all, good evening to Scott and Chris, who are both with us. How are you feeling, boys?
Evening, Dan. Hope you're well. Yeah,
Good.
a little nervous. Well, not so much nervous, if I'm honest, but obviously looking forward to it. We've had a decent season. We've been very consistent, but I'm just a little bit concerned, as I was saying off stream, about that sort of crest of a wave that two of us are riding at the minute, and historically how the game kind of makes a team a juggernaut when they get on a run like that, and almost impossible to stop. So, yeah. Can't say I'm overly confident, but looking forward to it.
Excellent. Good stuff. And Time Wasters camp, how are you getting on?
Yeah, not bad. And again, obviously missing a few of the boys we'd rather be playing tonight. But yeah, I think probably if you chat to me and Liam, I'd say we're probably here earlier than we thought we might be. So this is very much a bonus for us at the minute. But yeah, look, we've obviously been flying probably the back half of this season. So if we get something tonight, it'd be great, but getting this far has been a bonus for us. Interested to see if that trickle effect that everyone talks about into next season of how one team performs well one season doesn't necessarily converge into the next. So, but yeah, no, excited for this.
Excellent. Right. Okay, I'm going to press the button, then I'll get you to talk through your team selections and your thinking, and we'll go from there. So we're starting at Warriors. There you go. It's taking us straight there. So, Scott, what was your thinking? And,
So I changed my tactic, but I submitted originally without changing it. So before I had Zaylis and Roy Keane injured, suspended, I planned to match them up with the tactic like this, but because they were out, I wasn't convinced with the DMC line. But then, on reflection, I think that tonight the shape might be more important than the personnel. So, although the DMC line is weaker than I would have liked and anticipated ahead of the final, I just think the shape will be more important than the personnel. And I just have a massive question mark over Zidane. I don't trust him in the big game.
Excellent. Yeah, it looks like you matched them up. Any standout players from the season? What are you thinking? Mihailovic's been brilliant. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he's hit the top of the assist charts again. He got 10 last season, and he's been very good this season as well. Stam has been decent. Obviously, Roy Keane and Zaylis are the two big ones that have also been exceptional. So yeah, I think we've had more sort of consistent performers than exceptional standouts. But yeah, please, like I said, we've had a consistent season. I just feel like matching them up tonight was the best thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. What's Rivaldo been doing for you? He's
not a great deal.
Not a great deal. But type of player that will turn it on in the final. Yeah,
I was going to say that's why we got rid of him, because he wasn't doing much. But then every now and then he pops up.
Yeah, definitely. Excellent. Right, let's jump across. You're fine with we know that. Yeah, that's fine. And Time Wasters, if you want to talk us through.
Yeah, few force changes. The core and Desai obviously not being in is a major issue for us. But yeah, look, we've got Weston Mild come in and Holland on the right of the three, but like they've been fairly decent when we've had to use them this year. So it is a bit of a drop off, but not the end of the world. And then the bench obviously bringing David Batty back in and Verde there as well. But yeah, look, I think as I was saying to you boys before, this is the tactic that's worked for us with this team. And like with the way, I guess Saviola was a slight concern, but he's 90% fit and slight injury, so I don't think it's going to cause any issues at this point.
Stub toe.
Stub toe, yeah. I think the other week it was like a bruised thumb or something, or something stupid like that. So he's been a bit of a prima donna at the end of the season. But yeah, no, look, I think it's all right. It's basically, I think this is purely going to come down to if Saviola and Van Nistelrooy can hit the heights they have throughout the season, then we'll stand out, give ourselves a chance. But yeah, let's see. matching us for tactics is I think I think that's the sensible thing, because I think when we've struggled this season, it's been people playing the same tactics as us with decent DMCs. So and I'm very, very curious to see how it's going to go now, because I was not expecting you to change tactics. So yeah, intriguing.
I was having a look before I connected you in, because I was like, I wouldn't say there was a standout player, but when I looked through, every player in that side has played well for you. You know.
Yeah, no, like we've been super lucky. We've probably got 16, 17 players which have all been knocking in sevens every week. We've been needing them to. So yeah, no, it's very, very fortunate this team at the minute.
How about you, Scott? Any standout players for you who's done better than you thought? Or
no, obviously I sent the pack out, so I saw which players they had out. I knew they would play Saviola. They've done it a couple of times before. One of the reasons for the slight change, to be honest, and he worries me a little bit more than Owen. He's been good this season. Van Nistelrooy's been scoring in a 2. Ortega has been up there as one of the best right-sided players this season, along with Nahajcik. And even when they've had DMCs injured and suspended throughout the season, Matty Holland, Mild, they've all come in and done a decent job. So yeah, they're on a great run of form, been very consistent all season.
Yeah.
So may the best team win.
Yeah, definitely right. Good luck to both. I'm going to press the button and we will get started.
Good
luck, guys.
Good luck, buddy.
Let's see how we go. So it's time wasters that kick us off. We're straight on the attack, but Stam clears. Van Nistelrooy, Saviola straight in. Save. Skulls the rebound. Saved again. Here's Rivaldo, who we talked about. Oh, and an early goal from Rivaldo.
Early.
Oh, it won't count. No. Alan Smith offside. Ortega come back the other way. Saviola, lots of chances first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out if this game was going to be a stalemate. Oh,
and the Nahajcik direct from the free kick as well, I think, after 19 minutes. Seems very open for a final. There's Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, I was going to say I thought this would be quite tight, this game, with the 3 DMCs either side, but this has basically just been a basketball game.
It's Totti, Rivaldo again. Van Nistelrooy offside this time. Few offsides. Rivaldo. Saved again. 2 good saves with keeper. Smith with the header too. Wow. Alan Smith, goal scorer in a competitive final. Nice. Excellent. 2-0 Warriors. Good start. 3 shots from Warriors, 3 on target, 3 from time wasters, 2 on target. We'll start at Warriors. Got to be happy with that, Scott.
Yeah, absolutely delighted with that first half. As Chris said, I expected it to be tight. If you look at most of the playoff games, not just between us and Sutavua, but the rest of the 6 teams in there, they were all pretty tight games, as you'd expect. Yeah. So to go in 2-0 at half-time is obviously incredibly pleasing, and providing we've got no fitness issues, we'll obviously leave it as it is.
Yeah, we'll have a look. Now you're all good fitness-wise. All in the 90s. Interesting, lots of 7s in there, but playing well. Alan Smith up with a goal and a 7 in the final is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, he's been sort of in and out with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's got a knock, but Smith would have played anyway.
Yep, Stan with 1 of the assists. Across the time wasters, goalkeeper's not helping you there. Skull struggling a bit as well.
Yeah, that's brutal. 2 down. Let's roll the dice a little bit here, shall we? That's been a pretty piss poor. It's probably our worst half of the season, which is somewhat the worst timing ever. Whip. Let's drop Saviola into where Scholes is and put Owen up front.
Yeah.
And then let's do
Scholes off Owen, yeah.
Scholes off Owen, please, mate. Yeah. And then lines all the way up for Overmars and Ortega, please.
Yeah.
What's Ortega doing? Ortega's on a 6. We'll roll it with that for now. Cheers, bud.
Good stuff. Happy, Scott? Yep. Go to 60.
Yeah, all good. Cheers.
Excellent. All right. Good luck until 60. Let's kick us back off. See if the time wasters subs can make any difference. Here is Holland, but offside again. Rivaldo really involved. Ortega comes forward. Good challenge. Rivaldo again.
Rivaldo seems to have had about 1,000 touches, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's because we talked about him beforehand.
Yeah.
Is Van Nistelrooy though blocked? Kimura blocked. Ortega, Van Nistelrooy. Kimura again. Ortega, Overmars. There's one back. 59 on the clock. And 60. 61. Well, we're still playing. The higher check goes forward for the right wing. And it's free. Wow.
Oh, you
just as they got back. Well, right on the
this game.
We'll start time wasters this time, just so we do it opposite way around.
Go for it. Let's go.
Condition wise, or Savio was 78, but he started on 90.
He still needs to earn his keep this week. Let's go. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Let's take Mild off for Youngberg, please, and put Youngberg up next to Saviola. We'll have some weird, some sort of formation like that.
With the arrows on AMCs?
Arrows on both, yes, please, mate. And then, that's fine. We'll go with that for now, mate. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Across to Scott. I'm not sure you're going to be making a lot of changes here.
Sorry, I said it too early. Can I put Saviola up front in a 3 and put Youngberg behind? Sorry, that's what I wondered why that formation looked so weird then when I was looking at it. Yeah, thank you.
In the middle, like that.
Yeah, perfect. That's great, mate.
Like that, yep.
Yeah, perfect. Cheers.
Scott, got to be happy again. Slightly
yeah,
worried.
Just have a check on the fitness, mate, please.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. A couple of 89s, but all good. 88s.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll it, I think.
Yeah, cool. Right, last half hour of this one. Can time wasters get back into it? Some good timed goals.
That's a huge goal from Warriors, 45 and 62.
Yeah.
Talk about picking your moments.
Last 20 here. Hylacek, who has been very good. Both wingers have been very good for Warriors. Last 15. Time waster really could do with a goal pretty quick. There's Rivaldo. Smith, wow.
Game, set, match.
Alan Smith scores twice in the final. Bloomberg, Savio, Overmars. Booking. Ortega. Keeper's done well. Indirect free kick. Ortega lines it up. Headed clear. Last few. Viola. Smith for the hat trick. Oh, fouled on the edge of the box. And there is the final whistle. Congratulations, Scott. Unlucky,
Huge.
Chris.
Congrats,
Time wasters. That's stats. Good performance in the highlight check, as we said. A goal and an assist in the final 2 from Alan Smith. Good performance all round, Scott. Got to be happy with that.
Yeah, buzzing with that. To be honest, can't say I expected it to be as open. Lucky that their keeper's thrown in a stinker, especially first half. But when when you change your tactic to match them up and it pays off like that, and every single player's got an 8 or a 9, then obviously you have to be delighted.
Looks like
commiserations
from the stats, won everything in the middle. Absolutely.
Yeah, Kamuna was brilliant. Kamuna won everything today. But yeah,
even Rivaldo,
commiserations to Chris and Liam. They've had a brilliant season, and to be honest, I thought that juggernaut was not going to stop until they won it tonight. So to get over the line, and when you look at that, as brilliant as it is to win, you don't want the opposition keeper throwing in a 4 and players throwing in 5s in a final, because their season and their form deserve better than that. So to put in such a stinking performance, and not only that, but to have 2 of their biggest players out as well is unlucky.
If you look at that as well,
you massively deserve that. That first half was class.
Yeah. What a performance that is from Sol Campbell in a losing side. Wow.
Yeah, he's done that almost every single week, though. It feels like he's had that events on his back most weeks, to be honest. But yeah, that's there's some absolute stinkers thrown in there, isn't there? 5, 5, 5, 4. But yeah, no, look, I think that first half was superb. We had a sniff and that was about it. But yeah, no, massively deserved. It's huge. Congratulations, bud.
Yeah, there you go. Tackles won, 75% of the tackles won. Yeah, it's big in there. Well played. Unlucky time wasters. Good stuff. Shall we have a quick look if we press OK? I know it's not great to do, Chris. You're going to stick around? Are you happy to run away?
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Yeah, I'm good.
I was just going to have a look at some of the stats for the season. Oh, we've got it. So it is Patrick Vieira, unsurprisingly, followed by Ndai, who are the top average ratings. Charlie Chaos in there. Tomasi in there as well. Goals-wise, says Alco, Anelka. Any surprise in there? Anelka, I suppose. Bit of a surprise.
Yeah, Anelka was brilliant, and I said to Dimble a couple of times that I thought once he switched his formation to a 2 up front that Anelka might drop off a little bit, but he didn't. He just kept scoring. So credit to Dimble, because we all know that what Anelka's capable of, and we've seen it before in spells. But to just stick with him and throw him in there, he's been repaid. Adilson, 11 goals from Tato, and Van der Vaart, I think, is a standout. Zidane as well with 9 goals.
Alan Smith gets up there on 8.
Yeah, he's done well. I think he's got 5 or 6 big goals for us since we brought him in. But he'll nice parting gift because he's heading back to Dragons for next season.
It was 3 and 5, 7, depending on how you look at it, for Dragons as well. So yeah, having a good save he is. Let's have a look at assists. Nahajczyk, there you go, 9, gets his 1 in the final and tops the chart. Aymar doing well there on 8.
Yeah, Aymar's been one of them who's can be a little bit hit and miss, but Hodgie likes him a lot, and he just stuck him in and played him in there. Nahajczyk's fucking brilliant. He's comfortably my favourite player. I said sort of back end when we were in America before we started this draft that I remember having a conversation saying that I'd back him in any competitive champ team. Drafted him and have played him, and he's got 20 assists and some really big goals over the last 2 seasons. But
19 assists. Yeah.
Tato's been on my case for weeks and months to have a go with him. He wants him and Giggs together in the same team. He'll be heading off to Bushrats next season. But what a player.
Excellent. Good stuff. Well, thank you both. It's been a good season. Enjoyed that a lot.
Congrats again, bud. That was one of the better performances I've seen in a final. So that was absolutely
cheers, guys. And just before we go, Dan, just before we go, just the last word from me. I think from me and on behalf of all the managers and everybody else who's been involved in and around the league, a massive thank you to you for your commitment over the last 5 seasons. The time you've given up to ultimately for our entertainment. 5 seasons you've streamed. It's been fantastic. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you. You've been consistent. You've never missed a stream apart from the time you've been away. You've been It's just been the effort that you've put in and
Cheers,
commitment. Not only just the streams, but just the little gestures like the trophies that you've bought out of your own money and stuff like that. The little edges. It's been fantastic, and I think we're all incredibly grateful and hope that you will still stick around for a long time as a manager.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be back in a few seasons, I should think. I've just got a lot going on at the moment, so yeah, get that done, and I'll be back. Speaking of which, there is at least one thing coming your way, Scott. So I think I've still got your address from last time, so we'll sort that out and get that out to you.
Fantastic. Yeah, sit next to the last
you know it's good, Scott, when he's already got your address. That's a good sign.
He won it the other year, so he's already got. I'm going to have to find him a different type of glass. We're going to run out of glasses to send him.
And then, just while the guys are still about in the comments and stuff, in terms of the draft, I'm going to send the list out tonight after the show's finished, and I'll let it run until next Sunday. So probably 8:00 next Sunday will be deadline. Any players you want to bid for, just send directly to me. Minimum bid of £1 million. You can bid a maximum of 50 million collectively, just to make sure that nobody runs out of cash. And yeah, I will announce, maybe even on a stream or something like that, next week at some point, who's going where and for how much. And it'll be interesting to see how many players move, how many get bids, and how silly those bids get. I just remembered, as I was putting the draft list together, we were talking about a player who went for silly money with loads of bids last time. And I just remembered, because he's in the draft again, it was Christian Panucci. I'm sure he went for about 20 million. Yeah. So yeah, that's coming soon. Obviously, you'll get the save uploaded. I will get it progressed at some kind of pace over the next week or so, get the transfers processed, and then get my head together, have a chat with Daz, and let me know what the turnaround looks like in terms of the start of the next season.
Excellent, good stuff. Nice one, Scott. Yeah, cheers from everybody in the league. You do far more than I do, so yeah, no problem. Excellent. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good one.
Warriors. Yeah. Good evening.